Welcome back. I hope you had a chance to go and dive into the instructional focus document, and really understand what the student goals are for this unit, and also looking at those PA bundles, performance assessment bundles, to know what the students need to be able to show during this unit. So now we're going to look into our new unit previews, which I'm really excited about. They are meant to give a quick overview of the unit, and I say that, but they're about 20 to 30 minutes long. These first ones are a little bit longer. You can receive an hour credit for them. There's a Google form at the end that you'll need to fill out, and you will need to register on True North Logic. If you've already watched the video and done the Google form, all you need to do is just go fill it out under True North Logic, and we can give you your hour credit. Another thing that it does, and we really worked on this with the pacing tools as well, is we really wanted to show how our resources really work in concert together to provide the strongest instruction possible. So you'll see that with our lead forward and our TRS, and really showing how it all works together. You will get an in-depth look at our essential standards in the unit, as well as getting an in-depth look at our resources. And then finally, we show some student examples, some student evidence inside the PAs. And these are going to be your common formative assessments. And they're common because they're common assessments, common formative assessments that you can use together in your PLCs to see how students are doing. And then they also have an opportunity to go back and reteach and help them to master those essential standards. Okay, and I do want to mention that there's going to be a tight alignment as we build our QSAs, or quarterly summative assessments, between your essential standards, your common formative assessments, and then your QSAs as well. Okay, let's move on. So I'm going to toggle out of here so you can see a couple of things. First, I want to show you where your unit previews are. If you're in your grade level on Schoology, you'll go to your unit and you will find your unit previews. Now, these are being built this year, so they'll be up about a month ahead of each unit. Okay, now I'm going to open up the third grade one. I have them opened here. So I just want to show you a couple of things. First of all, right up front, you're going to notice our performance assessments. And that is because our performance assessments are driving our instructions. And we have both the performance assessments linked here and in the pacing tools as well. And we have broken them up day by day because, as you know, in ELAR, our performance assessments are done throughout the ELAR block day by day. And we've really shown that and broken that up here so you can see how that can be done. And you get an overview, but you also get some recommendations here for how to do the PAs. All right. I'm also going to show you here. You'll see we are starting to marry together lead forward and TRS, and showing how those two work in concert, and they really do. Then I wanted to also go back to Schoology just for a second so that I could show you where those lead forward field guides live in Schoology. And we've downloaded them and uploaded them to make them live links for you. And we have them here in right when you come to ELAR, there is a folder that holds all your lead forward field guides. All right, now I'm going to go back here to our presentation, and I'm going to jump into these essential standards. What we try to do for our essential standards is we really were very strategic about them, and we looked at what standards were necessary for students to master that unit, and what standards were necessary also for our students to be able to master reading, writing, and language arts in this this year. Okay, so you'll see the essential standards listed, as well as the rationale of why they were chosen. One thing we also went in here and did is talk about whether it was a new TEAC to the grade level, and then if I'm sure you've noticed that there are some TEACs that go from year to year, and those really look at text complexity, so we dive into that as well. In addition, we show some scaffolds for the essential standards. I'm going to go back to when I've been teaching in the past. Many years ago, I noticed that when several of my students were struggling with inferring, and so I was giving them more inferring to practice. But a lot of times it's those prerequisite skills that need to be addressed in order for them to be able to infer. So I know that Jill is going over the snapshot in her presentation, which is a great one to look at for prerequisite skills. But also in the unit previews, we also pull out scaffolds in the benchmark prompting cards and show you where those are. And then other, like our learning progressions and other resources here. And this is a great thing as you're thinking about your quality tier 1 instruction and the targeted interventions that you're doing in that quality tier 1 instruction. So we're not talking about MTSS at this point. We're just talking about me pulling small groups and doing some reteach within that quality tier 1 instruction. Okay. So now I'm going to have you take a break. Hopefully you have a chance right now with your professional learning community to go and watch one of the unit previews. And I'd like you to fill out in your blank slideshow that you opened up previously your interventions. What are some interventions for the quality tier 1 targeted interventions that you can do for your students in this unit? So take a break and come back, and I look forward to seeing you very soon.